You. Yeah, you. Future Peter. This is a reminder that Greece is in fact a country, not part of the ocean. So when you're doing this world conquest run as China in Victoria 3, don't forget to conquer Greece, because it looks like the ocean. Alright, so we're back and we're playing Victoria 3, and we are doing the China run, and things are going smoothly. Last episode, I forget exactly what happened the last episode, but we're here now, and we're getting ready to puppet Kazan. I think last episode, we kind of had the big war in Europe, and then we're kind of knocking everyone down a peg, and Austria is about to decay below great power status, and I think this is because of the embargo we put on them, damaging their economy. And so, as everyone dips below great power status, we will be puppeting them, and then we will have ourselves a world conquest. What we are largely gated by right now is the amount of wars we can declare. And so, we're just going one at a time. We're going after Kazan, because I know they have oil. Probably going to annex Russia pretty soon here. The annexing does not help with the world conquest unless we're doing a one tag, and I want to make sure we can do the world conquest with everyone as our puppets before. I want to ensure that we can do that and then try for one tag. I don't think we have enough time to do one tag, but we'll see. Now, okay, so Denmark joins against us. Oh no, wait, this is us against Denmark, rebellion, and then no one's joining Kazan, which is fine with us. And so, I'm also going to do a little bit of something that seems like craziness. I'm going to increase construction a little bit. Not a lot. Although I say that, maybe we can get up to 20k construction. Just because we want to make our computer crash, I suppose. So we will go everywhere we're encouraging manufacturing, and in the capital. And also in... We are adding these to the back of the queue because we really don't need the construction. In New York and home countries, we will add 5, which will increase it a little bit. We do discover some oil. Let's see if we can actually... Yep, we can. Because going after the United States and getting the United States has actually given us... Italy sides with Kazan. So the way most of these wars are working is since we have this minus 75 fearful level, generally speaking, the enemy just backs down and we don't really get a war, which is not what we want. In some cases, it is what we want. Here, now that Italy's joined, we want this war to pop off. The reason why is we can puppet Italy. Italy was formerly a great power. They are not now. We also do not have a truce with Austria. The reason we're not declaring war on Austria to try and break them apart is because their prestige is below the threshold, so they should decay below great level soon anyways. I think by the end of this episode, we will be the only great power left in the world. We will be alone in this world. But I'm really hoping this war pops off. Now, we can actually mobilize, because we're already minus 75 fearful, so even if we mobilize, it's not going to make them more scared. The reason this war might pop off, in actuality, is because they have so much gold reserves in Kazan that... Here, let's just get these guys on. They have so many gold reserves in Kazan that they just want to fight anyways. Maybe. There's still a fairly strong chance that they back down, but we're hoping that they don't. And do we have all of our generals unbugged? What's this? This delightful thing. No, we don't. We still have bug generals. We've had bug generals for quite some time. It's really not too big a deal because our military is so strong, but it would be if it wasn't, so there's that. I don't like this map mode here. Very nice amount of troops here. Okay, so we will be popping off the war soon. Why don't we increase some manufacturing? And I think clothes are generally a safe bet because we can expand cotton so much. Do we have peasants anywhere? Do we have peasants anywhere that is in China proper? We do in Xinjiang. So we will go up to 51. And we will click the auto expand. And why don't we add some other industry here as well? Because they're kind of hiding out from us. Tools is probably pretty good. Kazan backs down, so that's unfortunate because we were hoping to get Italy. But, oh well. Let's do a quick look-see. We have... So we could go after them, but they're still a great power, so we're going to wait. Which means we just have to find someone to puppet. Or to annex. I think we're going to try and puppet more, though. Because we are just trying to make progress. Why don't we just puppet them? And we will not mobilize anyone. Or, yeah, we won't mobilize. And let's go back to what we were doing. Let's clear that. And play some whack-a-mole. Now, every time I zoom in, it lags, because we have so much construction. Not much to be done about that. And we get our peasant revolt breaking out. Even though we just had a rebellion with them, which is kind of annoying, but we will land it. I think that... Do we have... let's go military lens. I think we have some ships here. Do we not have an admiral here? We don't have an English admiral, so we will make one. Ooh, he's pretty good. And the reason we're making him there is because it'll take him less time to land. Alright. Now time to go back to the lagginess. And every place where... I hate that. So when you click for one, making one at the front of the queue, it will pop up an icon. And then if you click on the icon... It does not allow you to build more, so that's kind of annoying. And since it's lagging, it doesn't pop up instantly, so the slight delay makes it easy to accidentally click. But what we're doing is we are making enough railroads to supply the infrastructure, and then we're adding 5 at the back of the queue. Because we're going to need every railroad eventually here, because we're just expanding a ton here. But elsewhere, where we're only extracting resources in non-incorporated states, this is not the case. So we are being a little bit more conservative with the railroads elsewhere. Don't expect these ones to go through this war, but we will add puppeting these guys. Normally, you don't want to add too many, like, war goals that... Let's add puppet everyone. You don't want to add too many war goals that accrue infamy, because you don't get refunded all of the infamy if they just back down. But that is not the case for us now. And so we will try and... Because we don't care about... Well, it's still the case for us, but we have 1,000 infamy. And we've been at infamy cap for some time now, and we just don't care. If we get a bunch of infamy. In theory, maybe I should be dominioning these guys instead of puppeting them so they can conquer each other or conquer guys who are not my subject, but I'm not exactly sure what the min-maxing strategy is there. We are at war with the Dutch East Indies, or about to be. Did they just join? Let's make sure that we have it on puppeting everyone. What can we do? We'll take Dutch East Borneo, maybe. Nah, doesn't really matter. And we got to find a way to fill up our queue a little bit. We're just gonna go and everywhere where we have, just kind of make a quick look over in areas we have incorporated that are in mainland China that have peasants. We're going to try and give them some jobs. Alright, so now we're just going to start by where we have these buildings, and we're going to expand them. Ooh, especially the 50s, because we want to get the last level for economies of scale. A lot of these are auto-expanding anyways, which is good, because I know they're profitable. Ooh, probably don't want to build more there. Already building some. Really need a plus 50 button. But alas, does not exist. And we will expand these resources. We, of course, will use them all eventually. Brunei backs down, and we will find another war. Continue on our merry world conquesting way. Actually, we will check and see if Austria is no longer a great power. They still are. I think we still have... Yeah, we still have our truce there. Really not sure. Ooh, why can't we... Okay, we must have a truce with them. Do we not have an interest in that region? I think we have native interests in every region except for 2 now. We have a subject. Oh, it's just Niger. So why don't we start a war there, I guess. Trying to get a different lens. The lag, please. Oh, we can't start because we're at war with them. Gotta wait for that to tick down. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's gonna take a little bit more. Some Sioux people are migrating. But we're starting to feel very close to finishing this world conquest here. I know it doesn't quite look so close, but like a huge portion of it is like Great Britain, right? Which we can vassalize once we no longer have a truce. And Austria falls and are no longer a great power. We are the only great power. Very fun to see that in real time. So, that is exciting. This is the first time that I've gotten it so that I was the only great power. There have been a couple runs where there's only like 2 to 3 left, but this is the first only great power left standing. What are we about to finish? Aviation. Okay. So. I think that we can also build tools generally. What's profitable? Paper is pretty profitable. Just gonna add 10 wherever's auto-producing a little bit of paper. Glassworks are alright. These are pretty profitable as well. Let's just add 10 wherever they're auto-producing. Beijing is doing well. Groceries? Groceries are even profitable. You got some... I guess we're just going to add some kind of Go around here. Well, I suppose we actually should have started new ones up. Then I will set you to auto expand and auto expand. We got an event, the Assam pipeline. So how expensive is this pipeline going to be? 10 infrastructure for 4,300 indefinitely? That seems fine. And now, we will make military machines in Beijing. I think we're trying to pass a law? No. We do have an interesting situation where, so our investment pool is so huge, like, I'm not even sure we need to grow it anymore, and what we could do is we could switch to protectionism so that we can enact isolationism. So if we go, we can't with laissez-faire go isolationism, but we can with interventionism. If we have interventionism and isolationism, where is isolationism? Then we will get more authority. It doesn't really matter that we can't trade, though, because no one wants to trade with us anyways at this point in the game. Big sad. Everyone's embargoing us, and so that might be a good play. I think we'll continue on with this for now, but look to do that in the near future. Look, I'm a bird. Okay. We will also auto-expand. Those. Kind of just waiting for these revolutions. These revolutions are just like, they never back down because they have a plus 75 modifier, so they just slow us down so much. Which is an argument, I suppose, for annexing countries that are just repeatedly revving. But otherwise, it's okay. Alright. We will puppet Austria now. And we just want them to back down. I think they'll be minus 75 fearful anyway, so it doesn't matter if we mobilize our troops. Yeah, they should just back down, but okay. We'll mobilize everyone. Gonna pause so we don't get all these notifications messing with our scroller, our outliner. This has to be the most cursed, like, front line ever, where it's like, it should just be like 2 front lines and it's 8 or whatever, it's 7. Feels bad, man. I don't think this war pops off, though. I guess I can just be on pause for it. Alright. Now, is cotton going to be profitable? They're starting to pull up there. So we will, kind of in all these incorporated territories, add some. And you might notice there's quite a bit of lag between when I click and when it pops up. That is an expensive project. It's not in the budget, my guy. We are increasing colonial affairs because we just have a huge glut of bureaucracy at this point. Well, let's play a little whack-a-mole here. We're putting down enough rails to solve it, and then we're adding 5 at the back of the queue. Great Britain sides with Austria. And we will set another war goal to puppet them. Don't think this war goes through still, but it might. Are you still minus 75? Yeah, you are. Every puppet we can get without needing to declare a war is one less war we need to declare. I think the rest of our guys are... See, we just don't have very much use for our authority at this point, so like... switching to isolationism isn't the great boon that it seems like. Do we just get to, the 3 remaining almost great powers? The final stand? Is that what this is? We'll retire this guy because he's not leading any troops anyways. And we will promote New England guy. Meaning to switch the New England and this guy over to better PMs here to use aerial reconnaissance. Wallachia sides with Austria. I mean, there's no way this war pops off because it's minus 94, but this would be very fun if it did. I think we just conquer state Wallachia as well, because vassalizing them, there's no point to vassalize because they're just one province. That is all of our maneuvers. The last stand of Europe against the Eastern invader. It's like the Mongols, but much later. So we will do that. And let's play some whack-a-mole here with the rails, because I'm sure, yeah, there are problems. There are indeed problems. General died. It's not ideal. Oh, I think that was the guy we fired. Because they die when you fire them. The most brutal firing. Yeah. They're very pessimistic about this war. Which is very fair. We see some auto construction going through on the power plants. Let's check the profitability. Profitability is high. So we're just going to do some of this action. New York will have very profitable power centers. I guess we'll sort and then we'll add a whole bunch of railroads in New York as well. Something like that. Swiss mass migration. We are starting to become we're starting to do very well in standard of living. See, what are you people consuming? Can we make it cheaper? Luxury furniture is going to be a tough sell, but we can keep pushing the price of clothes down, I think. Austria backs down. They are now our puppet. Let's play some whack-a-mole and then find another war. Definitely like this, just adding 5 railroads to the back. I mean, you can't do it like when you're super weak. Is that our province? No, it's part of them. Austria is now in our market. So let's see if we... I think we did not reset the truce with them, right? I hope not. No. Only if the war pops off. So we can't declare war on either of them yet. So I guess the Shogunate, probably. Oh, we're cordial. Well, there's a good solution for that. Just expel the diplomats and then puppet them. I think they are one of the bigger nations remaining. Oh, and they're gonna back down quite quickly, I think. We'll just put a couple generals down and let them turn tail. We are notably running negative on this. So we will have to start annexing people, I think. Or actually, we don't care. That's right, because we can still puppet people even if we're negative. This is perfect. Alright. Those are kind of profitable. I think we want to switch to protectionism because we're not getting to use, or sorry, interventionalism rather, because we want to use the investment pool for more stuff than we can currently use it for. Like this only uses it for like industry, basically, stuff that's owned by industrialists or owned by capitalists, and this uses it for the mix. So we're gonna try and switch back and then go isolationism. Isolationism. Can't pronounce the words. All right. We've now puppeted Japan. We're pretty close to getting them here. Guess we could go Afghanistan. I think I like going after Wadai. But we can't. Okay. Well, we'll puppet Sokoto then. I wish I could scroll through the outliner without the notifications, making it so I can't. That would be a nice thing. Yep, just threatening people, having them back down, and repeating. This is the Grindfest. Let's fix the infrastructure problem in Europe. Do you not have any market access? Oh, you're isolated. Well, let's give you a port. Oops. Our bad. It's funny, it's like I have colonies, but they're in Europe. Oop. Didn't put it in the place I wanted. Probably still gonna need one there though, so that's fine. Really should have auto expand for these. Italy sides with Dakota. Well, we will put puppet them on the thing, but oh, you know what? Maybe Sokoto has enough gold reserves that this war is actually going to go through. Doesn't look like it, but they do have some gold reserves. So we will put some guys on the fronts in Italy just in case, some guys that aren't bugged out. I gotta remember to not be paused for these. Alright. Could delete a lot of our military to maybe make more wars actually pop off, but I think the backing down is a little bit faster now at this point, considering we don't need to break anyone up to make them not a great power. I gotta remember not to accidentally click the back down button as well. Ooh, I probably should have just conquered whatever province Igbo has, or Igbo. I think this war doesn't go through though, so it doesn't matter. Steel, power's expensive, munitions. Motor industries. Motor industries, interesting. We'll just take the pass chance. We still haven't constructed yet. Oof. It's profitable amongst this stuff. Opium and dyes. I was meaning to click in other spots, whatever, that's fine. Whoa, big lag. Big lag, big stretch. Don't say big stretch when your animals stretch. Are you even living? Where are you gonna pop up? There we go. I was waiting for the railroad icon to pop up so I don't accidentally click it. probably finish all of the rural stuff now. All the coal and stuff in the Americas. Dakota migration. Hell yeah, brother. West Virginia. Alright. Was this war gonna pop off though? Actually? Let's see if we can add a war going. Okay, fair enough. If we switch this PM, construction would go up by 20,000, so we'd have 30,000-ish. There's quite a bit of construction, as it were. Dakota backs down. Yay. So. Can we vassalize either one of them? No. So we'll go after Bornu. We're picking Bornu so we can colonize Air. Or IR. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Now, do you have a huge gold reserve? Are we going to actually have a fight? You do have a big gold reserve. I think he's still back down though. It's not too big. So we won't stack the front. Instead we will try and make sure the construction keeps it chugging. I think these buildings are actually a bit more important than I think because they will cause our agriculture to auto-build faster, which we kind of want. Formosa, maybe? No. We have it in each of the... Why not here, actually? Perfect. Now the rural folk are in government, so we will go isolationist. Hopefully this doesn't tank our economy in a weird way that I don't really understand. We don't care about declared interests. We don't care about tech spread because we're just about dumb. The taxation capacity is actually a big deal, and we'll get at the authority as well. I'm pretty sure isolationism is best when you're the only country. Could be wrong. Could you just back down faster, maybe? Or something? Just looking to play a little whack-a-mole here. I think not too long ago we did have more... This is going in our favor in terms of loyalists versus radicals. Haiti's gonna be a big one too. Well, there's no more big people to turn to our side, really. Mexico's a protectorate, and they're probably the biggest one that's free other than Great Britain and Italy, who we will get as soon as the truces are over. So, and the investment pool transfer is now applying to everything, but it is shrinking, but it's also 3.8 billion, so... You know, I'm not too worried. I'm just gonna max out in the places that don't have too much infrastructure. The opium. Because opium just has always been very profitable. Is there a way for us to spend more money? We could get rid of some of these consumption taxes. We don't really need them. I think we're actually going to go communist sometime soon. Let's bolster these guys. In the hopes that we get a communist. I don't think that we have one. No, we don't. Have the airplanes finished? Whee! Warning backs down. We will take a pause. Almost running out of hardwood here. Oh, we have to annex these guys in order to get in here. Okay. So let's take a look. Can we fight Italy yet? Nope. Nope. And so let's annex Russia. A million fronts. I assume they will go down without a fight. But they might not go down without a fight. Honestly, just those three is probably enough. You are a vanguardist. I guess we could go through, and anyone who's a commie, we just promote. Since we want to go communism anyways. Or vanguardist, communist, or anarchist. Tanqui is already maxed out. He's maxed out as well. We have a bunch of communists in the military. The anarchist guy we will promote. And we will make more textile mills. A lot of textile mills. I mean, we could put Hokkaido part of the government, probably not worth it. Alright. Let's play some whack-a-mole. So putting down enough rails, and then adding 5 at the back of the queue for what we will eventually be needing. I'm not adding 5 there, because I'm not sure how much available agriculture there is there. Try and play that a little bit closer to what is needed exactly. It's gonna be starting to run out in some of those places. Same with over here, not adding extra. I'm adding extra in the incorporated territory where we have manufacturing, because the manufacturing will eventually be taller. That is the most useless tech ever right now. No one's coming to help them. A little bit of oil. It's hyper profitable. Integrating Russia will be an enormous pain in the butt in terms of mechanics or whatever. We might actually start a new episode just for that and just go through that thought process, because I've done a lot of those off camera. Because I think it kind of, well, like, is a pain / tedious and is maybe not the best view experience. Look at this economy, though. Kind of think, low-key think we should expand. Well, I don't, but I actually think expanding construction is, like, idiotic. But, hear me out. Memes. I think it's funny to go higher, so that's what we're doing. Because I think the final thing for this run we might do is try and get an absurd amount of construction. Like, just try and see if we can crash the computer. Russia backs down. Okay, so I'm gonna call it an episode here. Big things that happened in this episode is we just annexed Russia, but more importantly, we got to the point where we're the only superpower. Only great power in existence is us. Look at Austria making the rebound up from like 2100 prestige to 3400 when they get inside of our market, because they get access to our entire market, which like cranks up their GDP, but it's only because they're in our market. So we embargoed them to get them down there to begin with, so that was a bit interesting. But yeah, we're the only great power remaining, so it's all just vassalize and annex from here, baby. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.